Hey everybody, I want to show you a quick synopsis on rod power, the anatomy, what gives ratings for different types of classes of rods, which is basically casting and spinning. So let me start it off by saying I'm going to show you my C model. C model means casting because you can see you're gonna have casting thumb here, right? So this will differ from my spinning model, which doesn't have that finger. So let me just go to this here. Grab the right one. Okay. On both these type of rods here, you can have end caps. See, this is the butt section that that they use as either a walking stick, which you shouldn't, but it helps balance you and it helps keep everything upright when you're setting your gear up. Then you're going to have known what is the foregrip. Now, here you got uh, the fore, which is upper, and the rear, which is longer. Now, this is the casting model. This is the spinning model. You see both of them, even though the materials are different, they still have that. So you have a smaller foregrip up in front and a longer rear grip in the back. And now this is all mounted on the blank itself. You can see here, that's the blank. It goes all the way through, and this is a two-piece. So you're gonna have it. Uh, the piece was cut in half, so you're gonna have that going throughout the whole two pieces here. So the what you have here, okay, is like I said before. Now you're gonna have this longer section here is the rear grip. So this is very important here. So when you cast, and you got your reel here, you're holding up, you're holding down, and you're going like this, trying to bring the fish in. This here is the reel seat. This is where you seat your reel if it's going to be a spinning class or a casting class reel. So working your way from the ground up, you're going to come up to your hook keeper. You're going to always have this here because you're going to put your hook through there so it won't damage the rod. You don't want to put it through your ring guides. You don't ever want to do that. You want to put it to right here. And a lot of the older models, they don't have that. So people put on a tie strap, usually around here, and that way they can put your hook through it. Okay. So put that down for a second. So this one here is the first uh, ring guide. Now, that's what it's called, the first ring guide, because it's going to be the larger and the thicker of them. Then you're going to come down to what's known as the intermediate guide. See, getting smaller and smaller. And this is going to give the line direction and rigidity and strength to the rod. So if it's this one here, if this is what is known as an 8+1, you're going to have 8 intermediate guides, and the +1 means the tip. So the tip here will be your +1. So this would be an 8+1. Lastly, you're going to have what is known as a spigot ferrule connection. So basically, if this was a one-piece rod, I mean, if there was no, if this was a shorter rod and it was a one-piece rod, um, they would just be known as a one-piece rod. Now, if it's cut into two sections due to the length, the connection point is called the spigot ferrule connection. See that? That's where the two pieces go in, join into each other. See that? And that's known as a spigot ferrule connection. So if this was a three-piece rod, you have three pieces and two ferrule connections, but this is just a two-piece rod. And the tip here has several names. They call it the tip top, the tip ring, or the ring tip. So, but you're going to get the general meaning. It just means the tip. Now, basically, you're going to have three basic rod strengths, and that means it's the strength of the blank here. If it's going to be thicker for bigger fish to thinner for lighter game, which is ultralight fishing. So basically put, you're going to have slow, medium, and fast. And you're going to have variations, and it can be medium slow or medium fast or extra fast. So you're going to have variations of those three themes. So basically put, this is all based on a parabolic reaction. Parabolic meaning the bend itself. So if you have a rod like this, that that may be a slow rod, you're going to have a even parabolic reaction, which means that, let me show you. It means that you're going to have an even, on the second, further up here, you're going to have an earlier section here where it starts to bend, evenly bend, and the bend will be out through the whole blank. So that's basically what a slow rod means. Now on a medium rod, it's going to be roughly about midway here, because the rod is stronger. It's a stronger blank, so a medium class means that that's where the bend is. Now on a little bit stronger rod than that, which you're going to have like fast or extra fast, that means there's going to be a faster reaction from the tip. So that's going to be centered up like 5/8 to 3/4 of the rod length. It'd be more on the top part here, and that is going to create higher sensitivity. So the rods are all rated for that, and you got, like I said, you got intermediate variations, but you're going to get the point when you start shopping around for a rod. So when you shop around for a rod, that it's good to know your strengths involved, because that's going to tell people what you're going to be targeting. If you're going to be going out for say crappie all day, or you're going to go up for salmon or trout or bass, each one is going to require a different classification. If it's freshwater, saltwater, that has a little bit to play too, because if you're hitting salt, you kind of want your componentry here to be resistant to the elements, right? And the only other thing, like I had mentioned in a previous video, is that when you go with S-class, which is spinning, that's what the spinning looks like, right? No appendages coming down. Whereas the, excuse me, so whereas the C-class here, you're going to have that grip, or what they call pistol grip, because your thumb is going to come up here on the bait caster and do that. So that's my fast report on what type of strengths and classes are involved in the anatomy of a fishing rod. Thank you.